Tip is controlled by Lapwai, possessed by Mitchell. 3-point line for the Wildcats. Lone Bear. Back to Shaw. He'll set up the offense. Mitchell drives, splits a pair of Pirates, tosses it inside, and up with the right hand goes Courage. Lone Bear, first points of the game for Lapwai. Rhett Schlater, he drives with the right hand, kisses it off the glass. Paul mentioned it, they're going to go back and forth here. And unfortunately on that sequence, looks like we're going to have a pair of turnovers. No, the possession arrow will stay with Prairie.
Bruner was trying to dump it into Schlater for an easy one on the other side, but they got their hand on it and knocked it out of bounds. It probably saved an easy basket.
First quarter just underway here from Cottonwood, Idaho. This is idahosports.com. Pass inside, Bruner. He goes up, he's going to travel with the basketball. Turnover, Prairie.
He just had a little bit of happy feet in there. He wanted to go up quick, and pretty good defense that time.
You're seeing a full court press already being applied by the Pirates, and they're going to draw a charge. Picking up the foul for Lapwai is Lone Bear. Teal Bruner calls the inbound play on the sideline for Prairie. Inbounding the ball will be Schlater. Gets it to Bruner. The big man can possess the basketball. He's 6'5", but you wouldn't know it. Able to move around well. He's also the quarterback for the football team.
Both these teams play man-to-man defense.
Schlater, three-point shot. Off the backboard. Rebound, scramble down low. Possessed by Bruner. Kick out to Schlater. Again, kisses it off the glass. No good. Rebound, Lapwai. That's Lone Bear. And Mitchell will bring it up. 6.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. Mitchell, finger roll. It's good. Arnzen on the near side to Bruner. Bruner with the left hand. Switches to his right as he drives. He's going to pick up the foul. He'll head to the free throw line. Jake Bruner.
Strong move to the basket that time. He got his man off base a little bit, just took him right to the basket and scored it. He's a big kid. He's hard to stop, and he's pretty agile for his size, as you see that time.
When you saw there, switching hands as he drives to the basket, you don't see many players with the ability to do that.
And he's only a junior.
Free throw from Bruner is good. Prairie on top, 5-4, 6:13 left in the first. Inbound to Miles Williams. Pass up to Shaw. And Henry tries to go up. He's fouled.
They had pretty good defense on Henry, but he got him in the air and drew the foul.
Foul beyond the shot, so Henry will get a pair of free throws. First one rims out for Henry. He'll get another, trying to even it up here in the early going. That one also rims out. Rebound, Bruner. Prairie pushes the tempo up to Arnzen. Tosses it up with the right hand. He's fouled. Lucas Arnzen to the free throw line.
There you saw the quarterback throwing it to one of the running backs there on the football team. And with that size and ability to move like that, it's hard to stop.
They'll call that foul on the ground, so Prairie will inbound to Arnzen. Ross into Bruner. He's double teamed. Kick out to Schlater. Drives against Miles Williams. Somehow finds Arnzen off the glass. And Lucas Arnzen has his first points of the game. Constant pressure being applied by both sides, but it can lead to easy shots, and there's the conversion. Cameron Shaw with the triple. Knotted up at 7 apiece. Bruner defended by Lone Bear. Around the perimeter, Prairie goes. Now they try to get it inside. Shot is short. Rebound, Lone Bear. Over to Mitchell. He'll push the tempo. Slater sets himself, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Good positioning by Rhett Slater. Lapwai fans not happy with that one early on.
He had pretty good position, it looked like. When they get hit square in the chest, you're usually going to get a charging call.
So good defense by Rhett Slater. Now he'll bring it back up for Prairie. Trying to get more offense going. Inlet pass to him. Shot no good. Rebound, Lapwai. Tempo quickly pushed by Shaw. Drives against a pair of Prairie Pirates. Tosses it off the glass. The shot's good. What a move there by Shaw. He's got 5 early on.
What a pass that time by Bruner. Arnson couldn't finish.
Mitchell has the basketball. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first. 9-7, the visitors from Lapwai on top. White Pine League action. Tommy Miles Williams off the glass, 2 points. Lapwai with a 4-point lead early. Bruner quickly back the other way. Ross rebound. And it goes off of the Pirates.
Prairie's got to start making those inside shots. They've missed quite a few of them here in this early going.
And a great job by Lapwai of executing when Prairie is down. We mentioned both these teams have really performed well against much higher competition at points this season. And, you know, Lapwai knocking off a 5A, and you mentioned Prairie really hanging tough with a couple of really good schools from out of state in that Holiday Inn tournament. Shaw passes out to Mitchell. Screen set by Miles Williams. Mitchell will take the 3. A little bit short. Rebound, Arnzen. And Higgins will push it back up. Another screen set by Ross. Arnzen on the elbow. Shot no good. And it'll go off. Bruner to Lapwai, and the Wildcats have all the momentum right now.
Prairie's getting their open shots out of their offense. They're just not knocking them down. I see Ivory Miles Williams is into the game now.
And just like that, Ivory Miles Williams was the ball handler. Now straight away with Mitchell. Back to Ivory Miles Williams.
They got to watch him. He can hit it from the outside.
He's defended by Lucas Arnzen. A little bit of a size mismatch for Lapwai. Ball go off of the Pirates there. Tight defense being applied, and seeing a lot of pressure from both sides in the early going. Inside, pass to Mitchell. Kisses it off the glass. 4 points for the junior. And a little bit of pressure applied by Ivory Miles Williams. Slater straight away, defended by Mitchell. Man-to-man defense, as Paul mentioned, by both sides. Inside it goes to Bruner. Soft left-hand hook. Can't make it, but he grabs his own board, and that one hits nothing but net on the putback attempt. Pardon me, nothing but air, and it'll head the way of the Wildcats. 2:26 remaining in the first, 13-7. Lapwai on top. Great pressure by Prairie, but Lapwai somehow finds a way to possess the basketball. Mitchell drives with the right hand. Finger roll, no good. We're not seeing either of these teams shy away from real good tempo, and unfortunately for Prairie there, it'll be a turnover. But, you know, you got to love what you're seeing, just both teams running up and down the floor, and if you're a basketball fan, that's what you want.
Yeah, it's 94 feet.
I think you're watching a track meet sometimes when you watch these two teams play. Shot hits the back rim, rebound Arnzen. 13-7, Lapwai on top. Minute and 50 remaining in this first quarter. Slater, jump shot, rims out, and a rebound by Ivory Miles Williams. That's been a difference in the early going. Lapwai doing a really good job on the defensive boards.
Prairie not getting any second chances at it.
Almost a turnover. Schlater in on the defense. Three-pointer up by Shaw. Off the mark. Ross back the other way. Schlater at the elbow. Shot. No good. Rebound again. Tommy Miles Williams, and the track meet continues. Another miss on play-in attempt.
Both teams having a hard time.
As an offensive foul is picked up by Bruner. And a timeout. Out of the timeout, 13-7. Lapwai Wildcats. Minute remaining in this first quarter.
This is probably the least amount of points in a quarter that Prairie's been held to, I think, so far this season.
Foul picked up underneath. Going against Prairie's number one. Pardon me, that looks like it's against number 23, Lucas Arnzen. His first. Wildcats will inbound under their own basket. Tommy Miles Williams can't get it to go. Grabs his own board. Grabs another board. Tosses up a prayer and he gets it to go. What a shot. Tommy Miles Williams. He's got 4. You talk about sticking with the play, and that's exactly what he did there. Not much of a chance to get a good look at the basket. Tosses up a wild shot and finds a way for it to go right in. Prairie has got to find an answer on the offensive end. Just 7 points through this first quarter. Perry with it out to Schlater. He's defended by Mitchell. He'll go with the right-hand runner. Rebound, Tommy Miles Williams. 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. 15-7 Lapwai. Mitchell trying to get a shot off before the buzzer. He can't get it. So the score at the end of this first quarter is going to be the Lapwai Wildcats 15 and the hometown Prairie Pirates 7. We're going to take a break and be back for more. You're watching IdahoSports.com. About ready to get second quarter action underway here in Cottonwood. White Pine League action, 15-7. Lapwai on top of the Prairie Pirates. Inbound goes to Bruner. Prairie trying to respond from a 7-point first quarter. And just like that, Bruner underneath. He's got 4 to lead the way for the Pirates. On the other side of things, Cameron Shaw has 5, leading all scorers. Scramble for the basketball. It'll stay possession arrow with Lapwai. Head coach Rebecca Miles calls out a play on the sideline right in front of us. Glad to be here at Prairie High School. Turnover for the Wildcats. Bruner trying to ignite the offense for Prairie. Triple in the corner, shot no good. Out of bounds, it'll stay with the Pirates though. Perry to inbound, and he'll toss it right to Lone Bear. Miles Williams and Mitchell push the tempo. Lone Bear airballs the three-point shot. I think that might have been deflected.
I think it was deflected. Someone come flying through there and just tipped it up in the air. Prairie likes to run a lot of these set plays, and they're pretty good ones usually.
Driving with the left hand is John Mager. Just checked into the basketball game here. Can't get it to go. Prairie got to find some success with their open shots. Mitchell, elbow, rattles out. Rebound, Schlater. Bruner drives against Miles Williams. And Tommy Miles Williams got out of the way and let Bruner go right to the basket. He's got 6. He leads all scorers. Jake Bruner, All-Idaho first team last season. looks to be on his way to the same honors again this year. Shaw going to work against Perry. Out to Lone Bear inside. Miles Williams up with the right hand. Gets to go. Miles Williams now also has 6. It's a good battle down low between Miles Williams and Bruner. Back the other way, lay-in attempt. Not converted. Mitchell pushing the tempo. Going against Perry. He will be fouled. That'll be the 4th team foul against the Pirates. Each side has 4. Picked up by Perry as first. Bruner checks out. Substitution. Tanner Ross, the 6'6" big man, heads back out there. Both were in the starting lineup for Teal Bruner's Prairie Pirates. Mitchell dribbling around the perimeter and pass trying to get to Shaw. Perry gets in there. Seen pretty good defense from both sides. A lot of Prairie's struggles on the offensive end, though. They have not been able to convert their shots.
That's the thing. They've had good shots. They just haven't knocked any down. If they hit a few of them shots, this game's a lot closer than it is right now.
Henry. Shot don't go. Rebound by Lone Bear. He gets his to go. 4 points for Courage Lone Bear, the junior for Lapwai. Bruner responds with a double of his own, short jump shot. He's got 8. And right now, Jake Bruner is keeping Prairie in the game. He's going to need some help as this game goes on. Rebound to Mauger. He turns it over to Mitchell. Foul on the floor. That's the 5th against the Pirates. So they approach the single bonus to the Lapwai Wildcats, and that'll be important, trying to get some extra free throws as the half goes on here.
Yeah, it's 5-4 on the free throws, so a couple more fouls, and Lapwai will be shooting.
As you mentioned, Prairie, the reigning champs for 1AD1 boys and girls basketball, as well as volleyball and football. They're really winning at everything here in Cottonwood, and Lapwai trying to be the contenders in 1AD1 this year for boys basketball. And they're looking good here in the early going. Miles Williams underneath. Shot off the mark. Rebound Arnzen. And the tempo in this one,
hectic.
Extremely high octane, and we're seeing a lot of turnovers. As a result, this one will stay with Prairie, though.
I think that was a foul on Shaw that time.
Yep, foul picked up by Shaw. That's his first. 19-13. Lapwai, 4 minutes and 15 seconds remain in this first half. Sven Elskog alongside Paul Schlater and producer Jessica Cashmitter. IdahoSports.com game streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. Here live from Cottonwood, Idaho. Bruner inside. He's defended by Ivory. Miles Williams. Kick out. Pass to Schlater. Shot no good. Rebound down low to Henry. And another foul. This one going to be picked up against Jake Bruner on the push foul.
It's only his first foul, so if you're a Prairie fan, that's good.
He actually picked up an offensive foul, I think, earlier in the half. So that'll be his second on Bruner. Have to avoid another foul here at the end of the half. Try and not get into foul trouble. Shaw at the elbow. Ivory, Miles Williams. Now it's Mitchell. Drives against Perry. Finger roll. Shot no good. He'll get some free throws, though. And that will send Lapwai into the single bonus. That one is picked up by Tanner Ross, his second. He'll get a couple shots here. 3:24 remaining in the half. 6-point lead for the Wildcats. First one is up and in by Amani Mitchell.
He's still got to make this one, Swan. He shot one freebie before, and it didn't count because they weren't ready. So he's going to have to make 3 to get 2 this time.
And he makes the second one. Seen a lot more lane violations this year, which is interesting because State of Idaho changed the rule, I believe, so that it's the second that the shooter releases the basketball, but somehow or another, they're still getting guys in the lane early. Bruner, triple team, finds an open man in the corner. Can't get it to go. Arnzen cleans up the glass.
There's just a lid on that basket for Prairie right now. They can't get nothing to go.
3 opportunities for the Pirates. None of them go. Traveling violation on the other side. Ivory Miles Williams gets a little too fancy with the basketball. Lucky he didn't pick up an offensive foul there.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be called an offensive foul, but they got him for traveling. Oh, Jake almost missed the ball.
You can tell the energy level is rising in here, even with Lapwai's 8-point lead. Turnover forced by the Wildcats. And their crowd is loud, and they're here in full force. They traveled well.
I don't know what the turnovers are, but I'll bet both teams are in double figures on the turnovers.
And that's a result of the high pressure applied by both sides' defenses and the high-octane offense that they're applying when they have the basketball themselves. Nice move by Tommy Miles Williams. Can't convert the shot, though. Arnzen quickly back the other way. What a defensive play by Mitchell. Takes it away from the ball carrier.
I think Prairie might have caught a break that time. I think that might have went off Lucas Arnzen's leg.
Rebecca Miles is pleading their way with the officials. It's not going to matter, though. Prairie will maintain possession. Jake Bruner straight away. Back out to Schlater. Teal Bruner says, set up the offense. Let's get something going here. Near side, Bruner. He goes to work on one of the Miles Williams's. Shot rejected. Schlater will toss up another shot, and Prairie can't find the basket right now in the second quarter. Great defense by Lapwai. They're not getting him really that easy of shots, Paul.
Well, Prairie's pretty cold from the field. I don't know what their percentage is, but this is probably about as poor as they've shot from the field in a long time. And a lot of that could be because of the defense.
Lapwai has done a great job on the defensive end of things. The defensive rebounding has also been an important factor. Shaw shot off the backboard, rebound Bruner. Minute and a half remaining in the half, 21-13. Lapwai Wildcats. Shaw jumps the lane. Schlater again drives to the rack, and he finally gets a shot to go. Rhett Schlater now has 4. 6'3" senior. And Mitchell responds.
You can't let Mitchell go down the key that easy. That was just too easy.
Another turnover. And the ball thrown quickly out of bounds. Ivory Miles Williams trying to get it to Mitchell.
And the official kind of got in Mitchell's way that time, but I just still don't know, even if he wouldn't have got in his way, if he'd have been able to get the ball or not. It was thrown pretty hard.
High energy game. Minute remaining in this half. 23-15 Lapwai. Prairie with the basketball. Bruner near side Arnzen. Defended by Henry. Bruner down low now. Kick out to Schlater. Fakes the three-point shot. He'll drive against a trio of Wildcats. Pick up the foul. He'll head to the free throw line. Rhett Schlater. Pair of free throws coming up for Schlater. He's got 4. First one up. And nothing but net. Substitution for Prairie. Calvin Hinkleman. He'll replace Jake Bruner.
Want to get him out of there, keep him from getting that third foul.
Lone Bear will check in. for Henry. So here comes the second for Rhett Schlater. That one's also good. He's got 6.
Maybe that'll get him going. Sometimes the free throw, you knock a couple free throws and then the field goals get easier.
Shaw defended by Hinkleman.
Prairie's kind of in a zone defense now, looks like. Then
Mitchell uses the glass. The bank's still open here. 25-17, 15 seconds left in this half. Prairie trying to get some positive momentum before halftime. They haven't trailed much this season, but Lapwai giving them all their money's worth here in this first half. Turnover, traveling violation against Schlater.
He's probably lucky he didn't get an offensive foul on that one. He kind of threw his arm to keep his balance.
And a wild shot tossed up at the buzzer is not going to be good from Lapwai. So the score at the end of the first half, much to the delight of the Lapwai fans. The Wildcats 25, the Prairie Pirates 17. We're going to take a break and be back for more. You're watching IdahoSports.com. Game about ready to get this second half underway from Cottonwood, Idaho. Prairie Pirates and the Lapwai Wildcats 25-17. Lapwai on top at the half.
And they'll have the ball to start this third period.
Great pursuit. Bruner up to Tanner Ross. Easy finger roll. Good start to the half for Prairie.
That's just what Prairie needed to start this half, and there they got another one.
Great job defensively, and you know, sometimes when your offense isn't really clicking, the best defense or the best offense is a good defense, and that's what you saw right there.
We'll see if they can knock one down here. They like to run that flex offense. Teal Bruner's been running that for years.
Gives them a chance to set it up a little bit against a Lapwai team that really likes to run. This will slow them down quite a bit. Ross straight away. Great defense. Taking away every lane are the Lapwai defenders. Schlater makes a big frog hop there at the elbow. Bruner rolls in. Jake Bruner leads all scorers with 11. Mitchell going against Schlater. Now to Tommy Miles Williams. Hand off to Shaw. He'll take a jumper off the backboard. No good. Henry rebound. Shot rejected down low. Tanner Ross.
Makes you wonder, Sven. Ross had a pretty good shot at getting that rebound. I don't know if he didn't see where the ball was coming, but he didn't jump, and then he had to block the shot.
He doesn't really have to jump when he's 6'6", and that's where the height advantage really will come in this game for Prairie. Lapwai, they've definitely got the speed. Great pass down low. Tommy Miles Williams.
That was Lone Bear was the recipient of that pass.
Schlater takes a little bunny hop. Throws it up with the left hand and gets it to go. 27-23. Prairie quickly cutting this lead. 6 minutes left in the third. Teal Bruner, I don't know what he said to him at halftime, but he really rallied the troops.
They got it cut in half.
Lapwai will have to respond. They don't want to let Prairie into this lead. Foul down low. That'll be on the floor.
Bruner had pretty good position down there. He had his man screened off, and if the kid didn't grab a hold of him, Bruner was going to have an easy one.
Lone Bear picked up the foul. That's his second. Traveling. Schlater forgot to put the ball on the deck.
He needs to slow down just a little bit.
Great turnout here for both sides. One of the better road turnouts I've seen all season here for Lapwai. Miles Williams drives, and he'll also walk with the basketball. Back-to-back turnovers for each side. 27-23. Lapwai on top of Prairie, the home team in white. Lapwai in the light blue on your screen. Schlater tried to get it inside to Bruner, but a pair of Lapwai Wildcats make sure that's not going to happen. They force a turnover. Miles Williams drives, another turnover. Bruner, 3-on-2 for Prairie. He makes a nice move to the rack. Can't get the shot to go, though. Schlater somehow ends up with it. He tosses up another prayer, and Rhett Schlater should be heading to the free throw line. And he will be. They'll call the foul on the shot. Picking that one up is going to be Henry.
That's his
third. And that's big. And a timeout.
Well, Prairie can cut the lead to 2 points if Schlater can hit these couple free throws here with 4:50 to go in this third period of play.
First one rattles in for Schlater. Just a 3-point lead now for Lapwai. It was an 8-point one at the half. 3 minutes and 10 seconds into this third quarter. It's now just 2. 10 points for Schlater. He joins Bruner as players in double figures for the Pirates. Bruner has 11 himself. Schlater tries to pick off the pass. That'll leave Mitchell going one-on-one against Arnzen. Mismatch there. Underneath, Bruner will grab the carom. In the far corner, three-pointer attempted by Ross. That one short. Wide open opportunity on the other end. First points of the game for Ivory. Miles Williams.
He hurt his foot on that last rebound. He was slow getting down, and he was benefited him there.
Schlater defended by Mitchell. Inside to Bruner. Lapwai all over him. That'll be kicked off the foot of the Pirates. Lapwai has just really done an outstanding job on the defensive end of things. That's what really stands out to me in this game.
They were good that time. They got them quick hands, and they're going pretty fast. They got a cheap basket with Miles Williams hurting his leg and not coming down the court, and they got an easy rebound and flipped it down to him, and he made the lay-in. So the 4-point lead.
That one off the foot of Schlater. And again, off the foot of Schlater. Mitchell can't find a way to get it into Ivory Miles Williams, and that's where big feet will really help you.
I get a charge out of these kids thinking they can stand there and throw it right by somebody's heads, and that time Mitchell was looking at Schlater's foot, and he tried to throw it right between his legs. What's he going to do?
Tried it a couple times just for good measure. Mitchell inbounds that one to Shaw. Lapwai tries to set up the offense. Prairie not going to let him. They almost force a turnover. And a timeout is going to be called by Rebecca Biles on the sideline. Welcome back out of the timeout called by Coach Miles on the sideline. Lapwai will try to regroup. 29-25, 3:25 remaining in this third quarter. Lone Bear double team, gets it to Mitchell. Now an open Tommy Miles Williams. Back and forth the basketball goes, and an open three-point shot, good. Cameron Shaw, his second triple of the game. He's got 8. Quickly back the other way, shot no good, rebound Lone Bear. And the tempo just keeps rising for Lapwai. They've got a 7-point lead. 2:55 remaining in this third.
Prairie's got to get a stop, and they got to hit some shots like they were at the start.
Ivory Miles Williams drives to the rack. Shot no good. Rebound down low to Arnzen. Schlater splits a pair. Playing soccer with it now is Bryson Higgins. Mad scramble on the floor. It'll stay with the Pirates. Schlater inside to Arnzen. No good with the left hand. Rebound Bruner. 3 Lapwai Wildcats on him. Not going to matter. The ball stays with the Pirates somehow. Tommy Miles Williams ends up with it for Lapwai, and for Prairie, that's got to be frustrating. Multiple opportunities there, 4 or 5 of them, and they're not able to convert. Down low,
there's an offensive
foul. That'll be picked up by Mitchell.
That's his second foul.
The intensity in this one.
And we got a quarter to go.
Gotta love it. This is what high school basketball is all about. This is why we do it here on IdahoSports.com. Game streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho, Again, Sven Elskog alongside Paul Schlater and producer Jessica Cashmitter here from Cottonwood. That ball will go out of bounds off Prairie. Lapwai forces another turnover. Coach Miles is happy what her guys are doing out there on the floor in this one, and she should be. Outstanding defensive effort from the Wildcats. That one thrown out of bounds. Both sides in the half court have struggled a little bit, setting up their offense and finding the shot they want.
Now you're starting to see a little bit of the fatigue. The passes just off a little bit, not quite getting to the ball.
Straight away, Bruner. Schlater on the near side, elbow, tosses up a 3. Rich Schlater's got 13 for the Pirates. He leads all scores. Talked about a slow start for Schlater. He's really picked it up since then. Lone Bear drives with the right hand. Rebound Bruner. 3-on-2 now for the Pirates. Inside to Arnzen. And Prairie getting into a rhythm. It's 32-30. Lapwai, minute and 8 seconds remaining in the third.
Prairie can score in bunches, as we've seen here. They got 5 points in just a little over a minute.
At the half, it was 25-17. It's been a great third quarter for Prairie, but they will pick up a foul here.
Ooh, that's Bruner's.
That's his third. So Henry and Bruner with 3 apiece. Henry for Lapwai and Bruner for Prairie. That could be big as this one goes down. And another foul, putting the knee out. That'll be called on Tanner Ross.
His second.
Looks like on the board they've got him with 3, so now Prairie, a couple of their big men have 3 fouls. Underneath, Shaw tries to get it inside to Tommy Miles Williams. Not going to work, picked off by Schlater. Bruner the other way, up with the right hand, off the backboard. Jake Bruner has 13.
And we're tied.
32 apiece. 40 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Bruner up to Schlater. And he somehow finds an open man. Bruner ends up with a rebound, and the putback's good. Jake Bruner with 15, and Prairie on a roll here in this third quarter. They've retaken a lead. Offensive foul. Mitchell plows over the defender for Prairie. All the momentum is going the way of the Pirates.
And that's Mitchell's third. Prairie's on a little run here.
34-32. Prairie takes their first lead in quite some time here with 24 seconds left in the third.
This is one thing you see with these Prairie kids. They're unflappable. You don't see much emotion whether things are going really good or really bad. They just go. They were like that in football. You never saw too much emotion out of them.
You can hear how loud it is here inside the gym in Prairie. Great basketball game in the White Pine League. 20 seconds remaining in the third. Schlater pushes the tempo for Prairie. Right hand jumper, good. He's also got 15, so Bruner and Schlater with 15 apiece. 10 seconds remaining. 4-point lead for the Pirates. Shaw, three-pointer at the buzzer. It's good if it goes, and it doesn't go. So at the end of the third quarter, the score, the Prairie Pirates 36, the Lapwai Wildcats 32. We're going to take another break and be back for more. You're watching IdahoSports.com game streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. Fourth quarter action about to get underway here from Cottonwood, and we got a good one. 36-32, Prairie on top of the Lapwai Wildcats. IdahoSports.com game streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. Sven Elskog alongside Paul Schlater and Jessica Cashmitter. Schlater in the near corner, tosses up a triple, no good. Rebound down low, Tommy Miles Williams. Rebecca Miles was enthusiastic during that timeout, saying she needs to find a leader on this team. We'll see if she finds one in the fourth quarter of this pivotal White Pine League game.
I think Prairie's just going to kind of come down here and run their offense, try and get a good shot. We'll see what they do.
Ross straight away. Over to Higgins. Down low to Bruner, up with the left hand. No good. Rebound down low. Tommy Miles Williams, and he's really cleaned the glass on the defensive side of things for Lapwai. Lone Bear at the free throw line elbow. Now he'll bring it out.
Lapwai without Henry and Mitchell in there, they lose a little bit offensively, I think, Stan.
They're trying to find something other than those two players right now, and I'd watch out for Cameron Shaw. He drives with the right hand there. Shot no good. Rebound Prairie's Bryson Higgins. That's a good possession for Lapwai, but unfortunately, it's going to lead to an easy two on the other end for Lucas Arns, and he's got 6. And that's the size of the lead for the Pirates, 38-32.
Nice pass that time. Just whipped it right in there.
6:20 left in this fourth quarter of play. Great defense by Prairie. Another turnover. Schlater. Up to Ross with the left hand. He's fouled by Shaw.
Boy, that would have been big if Ross could have got that one to drop and go to the free throw line.
And, you know, we saw Prairie with the answer in that third quarter, cutting into what was an 8-point halftime lead. Now they've got a 6-point lead here in this fourth quarter. The Wildcats are going to have a response of their own here in the fourth. Henry and Mitchell will check right back into the game here for Lapwai, and Mager will head in there for Prairie. He replaces Arnzen.
I think he's giving Lucas just a little break, and then he'll come back in a few minutes.
Ross at the free throw line. First one too hard. Schlater in the perfect spot on the other side of half court. Grabs the long carom on the rebound and tosses up another shot. He's got 17 to lead all scorers. Rhett Schlater.
He's starting to get it going offensively. Here's trouble for... You get those two double teaming people, and it causes all sorts of problems, and they turn it over.
And Lapwai will have to figure out their offense here in this fourth quarter. They really had it going in that first half, and they haven't found it in the second half. Just 7 points total. The crowd wanted to travel on Schlater. They're not going to get it. Higgins straight away, defended by Shaw. Now Arnzen with it on the near side. Bruner to Mager. Plenty of passes for Prairie. They might be trying to take a little bit of air out of the basketball here. No shot clock in Idaho. They can possess it as long as they desire, as long as they're passing it around and not just holding the basketball.
I think they just want to run their offense, get that flex offense, and get it running.
Dangerous inlet pass by Schlater, and it'll be a turnover.
Probably not a pass that Coach Bruner wants Rhett to make in that position. He had to make a perfect pass to get it into Jake. He had his guy screened, but there was a guy in front of him.
So 5 fouls for Lapwai, 3 for Prairie. 8-point lead for the Pirates. 5 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Good job by Cole Schlater to clean up that water on the floor as we have a timeout.
Timeout's going to be called by Rebecca Miles again. We'll take it with them. You're watching IdahoSports.com game streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho. 5 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. That timeout was called by Lapwai. They trail by 8, trying to get right back in this one. They had an 8-point lead at the half, but Prairie has dominated the second. Inside to Henry. Shot too hard. Now Mitchell goes up. And that's what Miles wants on the sideline. Happy with that execution there as they'll get a free throw opportunity. And if you can stop the clock and get some points, there's no better way to get back in the basketball game.
Prairie had some pretty good defense there, but Mitchell got the offensive rebound and was in position to draw the foul.
Mitchell at the line makes the first one. He's got 11. 6'1" junior. Second team All-State last season. Here's his second one. It's no good. Rebound Bruner. You got to make your free throws late in this one, and trailing by 7, it's even more important. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the fourth. 4 fouls now for Tanner Ross. Watch out for that one. He's still on the floor for Prairie. Inside it goes to Bruner. Makes a shot, and he's slammed to the ground by Henry.
That's Henry's 4th foul.
That's a hard foul there by Henry. It's a good one, though, because it didn't allow Bruner to go up and convert a shot. It'll force him to make it at the free throw line.
Oh, that's his 5th foul, Ben.
On the board, it says 4, and the Lapwai scorekeeper is also saying 4, as well as the official scorekeeper. They'll take Henry off the floor anyways and replace him with Tommy Miles Williams. But Henry does have 4 fouls, not 5.
See, so again, our stats were right.
It helps to have a couple guys keeping track of stats here. Paul filling in on the color today. First free throw is good for Jake Bruner. He's got 16. As we mentioned earlier, Bruner also the quarterback for the football team. Really does it all here at Prairie.
Big athletic kid, moves well for his size.
Second one off the mark. Rebound by a new player, Emmett Taylor III. Just a freshman. We have not called his name tonight.
He's a shooter on this team. I've seen him come into games like this and immediately hit some shots.
Wild shot by Shaw. Rebound down low to Bruner. And right now it's the Jake Bruner and Rhett Schlater show for Prairie. Bruner open 3, decides not to take it. Instead, Schlater will set up the offense. Under 4 minutes remain in this fourth quarter. 6 fouls for Lapwai, 4 for Prairie. 8-point Pirate lead.
They got a mismatch with Schlater and Taylor. Prairie might just be satisfied to run the offense and run this clock as Arnson throws it away. Oh, they're going to say it was tipped.
And the officials will confer on this one, and they're going to give the possession to Prairie.
They got him. They caught a break there, Sven. I don't think he hit it.
So Prairie will again take some air out of the basketball here. 3:23 remaining in the fourth. Eventually Lapwai might have to foul, but not here. Shaw forces a turnover, and then he turns it right back over. Prairie trying to get a timeout called. Instead, a jump ball going to be called by the officials as Lone Bear and Higgins were tied up. It'll stay with Lapwai on the possession arrow. 3:12 remaining, 41-33. Prairie Pirates at home. Bruner quickly up to Schlater. Back to Bruner it goes.
Boy, they missed an easy chance. If Jake's pass was a little better, Schlater would have had an easy one.
Bruner inside to Schlater. Schlater can't come up in the basketball. Now Shaw again. He's going 1-on-3, and he'll pick up a foul. Great job by Shaw, just going straight at the defender. It didn't matter that there were 3 white shirts there. He was going to go full steam ahead, and As a result, he'll head to the free throw line. That's big. The clock will stop, and it'll give Lapwai an opportunity to put points on the board.
And it's a two-shot foul here.
And again, first free throw no good by Shaw. That's big. A couple of missed free throws late in this game for Lapwai. Could come back to hurt them as this one winds down. Here comes the second from Shaw. It's also no good. Off the hands of Tommy Miles Williams.
Did you see Tanner Ross that time? Williams was going to bounce it off of him. He ducked and it hit the wall out of bounds. Good thinking by Ross.
And another timeout's going to be called on the floor. We'll take a quick break and be back for more. 2:44 remaining in the fourth. 41-33 Prairie. Lapwai, they're really falling victim to what Prairie's doing. They're just holding on to the basketball, but unfortunately for the Pirates, they're turning it over far too often, but so are the Wildcats. If Lapwai can hold on to the ball and not turn it over, this game could change in a hurry if Prairie's not able to hold on to it.
I think you want, if you're Prairie, you want Schlater and Brunner to handle the ball a lot, because if they have to foul them, those two guys have the most experience.
That pass goes off the basket, deflects to Arnzen, and he passes to Schlater. Now Higgins with it. Lapwai not fouling here, just playing tight defense, trying to force the turnover. They trail by 8 points. 2:20 remain now in the fourth.
Prairie needs to get into their offense. They're kind of mixed up a little bit right now.
Schlater's shot goes off the glass, but again, another offensive rebound for the Pirates. This time Higgins.
Oh, he had Arntzen wide open, and they're going to get an offensive foul on Jake.
And Brunner with a little stiff arm there. He is the quarterback for the football team, so it's a move he's familiar with. Unfortunately, it transferred over to the basketball court there on that last play.
That's his fourth foul.
And that's big. We got a couple of players in foul trouble, including Savon Henry of Lapwai, as well as Tanner Ross of Prairie and Jake Brunner. Lots of big players out there with foul trouble. I don't think that's the shot that Miles wanted Mitchell to take. No good, and a rebound to Higgins. And a tackle there by Lone Bear. He'll pick up a foul.
That'll put Bryce and Higgins on the line. Usually a pretty good free throw shooter. We'll see how he does here. It'll be a 1-and-1, I believe.
First one is up and good. Bryson Higgins, that's his first point of the game.
He won a game for Prairie earlier in the season over in Grangeville. He hit 4 free throws in the last minute and a half or so of the ball game to kind of ice the game.
Second one, just as good as the first. Checking into the game, Taryn Perry. He'll replace Higgins.
He might be a little stronger with the ball.
And Lapwai is going to have to hope that Prairie misses a lot of free throws here late in this one. And they can find some offensive success if they want to get back in the game. Shaw fakes the three. Now he takes it. Can't get that one to go. Brunner and Schlater go for the rebound. Schlater gets it.
Mitchell
and a foul
gets
picked
the foul.
up again by Mitchell.
His fourth.
Some frustration coming up for Lapwai, understandably so. Been a very physical game, and the Wildcats have struggled in this second half. Just 8 total points after a 25-17 first half that was in favor of them. The second half has been all Prairie, 26-8. First free throw, no good. And it'll go off the foot of Henry, staying with the Pirates again.
They fought over the ball underneath 2 Lapwai players, and they lost control out of bounds. That's always nice when you got a big guy out that can handle the ball out there like Jake Brunner to get that inbounds pass.
Ivory Miles Williams picks up the foul. And again, as we look ahead for these teams, Prairie will play next at Clearwater Valley on Friday. On the other side of things, Lapwai will be at Potlatch. Also on Friday, free throw again missed by Prairie, and we talked about it. Really the only way Lapwai is going to get in this is if Prairie misses a ton of free throws, and it's happened on the last couple of possessions. Pirates playing keep away. Bruner has it. He's fouled by Tommy Miles Williams with 1:15 remaining. 43-33 Prairie.
And you talk about the CV playing pretty soon. They trail Troy 33-19 with 3:48 left to go in the fourth quarter down in Clearwater Valley.
Bruner's first is good. He's got 17. Schlater also has 17. They lead all scores. Amani Mitchell has 10 for the Wildcats. All of them in the first half.
And they turn it over.
Lots of frustration for Lapwai here late in the game. They trail by 11, 1:10 remain. They're playing hard till the end, though, on the road. Schlater down low, goes up with the right hand. He's got 19 to lead all scores. Minute remains. Miles Williams down low, rebound Arnzen. He double teamed and he is fouled. Again, 13-point lead for the Pirates. So Lucas Arnzen at the free throw line. 6'5", senior forward. Member of the state champion football team, and he misses the first off the back iron. 55 seconds remain. Prairie about to improve to 4-0 in the White Pine League. Lapwai will drop to 2-1, barring a miracle here in the last 50 seconds. Wild three-point shot tossed up by Ivory Miles Williams. Rebound goes to the Lapwai, and they're really playing hard here till the end. 39 seconds now, and another foul picked up by Ivory Miles Williams.
Prairie has played real well in this second half of play. They've got 29 points in this second half. Jake Bruner will try and add a couple more here.
Bruner's first one is good. 18 for the big man. These two squads get together again February 5th at Lapwai. Later in the season, it'll be interesting to see what these teams do in the next couple of weeks. Second free throw also good by Bruner.
Schlater stole the pass.
And another foul picked up here. It's on Tommy Miles Williams. And that'll send Taryn Perry to the free throw line. 15-point lead for the Pirates. 31 seconds remain. Perry's first one goes around the world in the terminology of the rim there. Does not fall. Again, would like to thank Paul Schlater for joining us on the broadcast here today, providing all the color commentary for you. Nice to run into you before the game and get you on the air.
Yeah, I saw you over here, and I thought, heck, I'm going to go talk to that guy.
Three-point shot by Shaw. No good, and another foul down low. This one will be picked up by Tanner Ross. That'll foul him out of the game, and he'll foul out with 2 points. Calvin Hinkleman back onto the floor for Prairie. 16-point lead. Savon Henry to the free throw line. Arnzen corrals the board, and Lapwai fouls again. Ivory Miles Williams, and head coach Rebecca Miles did not want the foul on that particular occasion.
You're down by 16 in less than half a minute. It doesn't. do much good. Jake likes it because he'll get to shoot a couple more free throws and add to his totals.
Again, a great job by the officials tonight, Pat Zink and Josh Eckert. This is a really physical game, and they called it well. Bruner makes the free throw, 20 points. He'll lead all scorers when it's said and done. Second one short. Rebound, Lone Bear. 15 seconds. Lapwai tries to go out on a high note. Shot rejected by Rhett Schlater, and that should just about do it. 5 seconds remaining. Prairie will dribble it out, and they're going to win this basketball game in the White Pine League. What a great effort from the Prairie Pirates. They knock off the Lapwai Wildcats by a score of 50-33 here at home. We're going to take a quick break and be back for the post-game show. You're watching IdahoSports.com game streams presented by the United Dairymen of Idaho.